What if the monster within us was real? Not just a metaphor for our darker impulses, but an actual transformation that could tear through the fabric of humanity itself. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most terrifying concepts in modern mythology, the Hyde, a creature born from human DNA, yet completely divorced from human morality. Part man, part beast, all nightmare. This is the story no one can fully explain. Welcome to the mystery of the Hyde. To understand the Hyde, we must first journey back to 1886, when Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson penned Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But Stevenson didn't just create a villain, he tapped into something primal, something that haunted the Victorian imagination. The story was simple, yet revolutionary. A respectable doctor discovers a way to separate his good nature from his evil impulses, creating an alter ego, Edward Hyde, who commits increasingly violent acts without conscience or remorse. But here's where it gets interesting. While Stevenson's Hyde was described as smaller, younger, and somehow deformed, modern interpretations have evolved the creature into something far more monstrous. The Hyde we know today, this hulking, clawed predator, represents an evolution of the original concept. The concept of transformation isn't new. Ancient cultures spoke of berserkers, warriors who transformed into beast-like states. Werewolf legends date back thousands of years. But the Hyde is different. It's not supernatural, it's biological, a mutation, a glitch in human DNA that can be triggered. This modern reimagining suggests the Hyde isn't fantasy, it's a dormant possibility lurking in our genetic code, waiting for the right trigger to unleash hell. According to modern Hyde mythology, the transformation is triggered by three primary factors: severe trauma, chemical inducement, or hypnosis. But once unleashed, the Hyde becomes something terrifying, an apex predator with one purpose: hunt. The legends describe the Hyde as possessing 7 key abilities that make it nearly unstoppable. 1. Superhuman strength, capable of tearing through steel and bone alike. 2. Superhuman durability, bullets slow it down but rarely stop it. 3. Superhuman speed and agility, faster than any Olympic athlete, with reflexes that defy human limitation. 4. Enhanced senses. It can hear your heartbeat, smell your fear, track you in complete darkness. 5. Claws and teeth, natural weapons that can rend flesh like paper. 6. Regenerative healing, wounds that would kill a human close within minutes. 7. An adrenal berserk state. When cornered or enraged, the Hyde becomes even more dangerous, losing all sense of self-preservation. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of Hyde mythology is its intelligence. Unlike a mindless beast, the Hyde retains sapience. It thinks, it plans, it remembers. Some accounts suggest it even speaks, though its words are twisted by rage and hunger. Throughout the 20th century, whispered stories emerged from institutions and research facilities. Patients with sudden violent episodes, unexplained transformation-like symptoms, cases where individuals claimed to have no memory of brutal acts they committed. Were these merely psychological breaks, or evidence of something more? In the 1960s, CIA documents, later partially declassified, revealed experiments into chemically induced behavioral modification. Project MK-Ultra investigated whether human personality could be fractured and controlled. Was the Hyde transformation part of their research? More recently, online communities have compiled cases of unexplained attacks, victims found with claw-like wounds, witnesses describing impossible speeds, security footage showing something that moves like no human should. The question isn't whether the Hyde is real. The question is, how many times has it already been among us? Let's separate fact from fiction. Can a human actually transform into something like the Hyde? From a scientific perspective, the transformation would require several impossible biological changes. The rapid increase in muscle mass, bone density alterations, complete restructuring of the skull and jaw, development of claws, and heightened sensory perception, all within minutes or hours. Current biology says impossible, but recent discoveries in epigenetics, how genes can be turned on or off, suggest our DNA is far more flexible than we once believed. Hypertrichosis, progeria, Marfan syndrome, all prove that genetic mutations can dramatically alter human appearance and ability. But a controlled, reversible transformation? That remains pure speculation. However, the psychological aspect is where things get interesting. Dissociative identity disorder shows us that the human mind can fragment, creating distinct personalities with different behaviors, mannerisms, even different vital signs. Clinical studies have documented individuals with DID showing measurably different brain activity, pain tolerance, and even allergic responses between personalities. If the mind can change the body's responses, could it theoretically change more? Then there's the chemical angle. Anabolic steroids, PCP, bath salts, all have been linked to incidents of superhuman strength and violent aggression. The infamous Miami cannibal incident of 2012 showed us what drug-induced psychosis can make a human do. But the unsolved mysteries persist. Mystery 1. The pattern attacks. Every few years, clusters of violent incidents occur worldwide with similar characteristics. Victims with unusual wound patterns, witnesses describing impossible speeds, and perpetrators with no memory of their actions. Mystery 2. The missing research. Several prominent geneticists and neurologists who publish papers on extreme human mutation have either retracted their work, gone silent, or disappeared. Coincidence? Mystery 3. The footage. In 2019, traffic camera footage from Eastern Europe allegedly captured something moving at impossible speeds through an urban area. The figure's proportions were wrong, too tall, arms too long. The footage was dismissed as a hoax, but analysis showed no signs of digital manipulation. Mystery 4. The genetic marker. A controversial 2022 study claimed to identify a rare genetic sequence found in less than 0.01% of the population. Those carrying it showed heightened stress responses and increased aggression markers. The study was never peer-reviewed, and its author hasn't published since. So what is the Hyde? A literary metaphor brought to life through folklore and fear, a genuine biological possibility waiting to be triggered, or something in between, a psychological phenomenon that manifests physically in ways we don't yet understand. Perhaps the Hyde represents our deepest fear, that beneath the veneer of civilization, beneath our laws and morals and social contracts, something primal lurks. Not supernatural, not demonic, just human nature stripped of all constraint. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote, "All human beings are mingled out of good and evil." The Hyde asks us to consider, what happens when that evil isn't just a choice, but a transformation? The next time you feel that surge of uncontrollable rage, that moment where you feel not quite yourself, remember the Hyde. Because the real horror isn't that monsters exist, it's that they might exist within us all. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Hyde mystery, subscribe for more explorations of creatures, cryptids, and the unexplained. Hit that bell icon so you never miss when we uncover the next mystery. Drop a comment below. Do you think the Hyde could be real? Have you heard stories of unexplained transformations? Let's discuss. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and maybe stay away from dark alleys.